Happy Monday morning. It's no, it's not February anymore. It's March 1st. I am in between classes. My switch class is about to start in 8 minutes or so. And we are still working on the boy in the striped pajamas. We're near the tail end of that. We're finishing that up. My homeroom class is a little bit ahead of my switch class. So today we responded to a question that focused on the dialogue and actions of Bruno, one of the main characters in the book, and then used his dialogue and his actions in this particular scene to kind of make some inferences about what he must be like as a person. And I had them do that on a Jamboard. This time, for more accountability in the groups, I had it so that each student had to respond to the question next to their numbered spot. So let's see, and a lot of them did not put their names next to their responses, but we can figure that out. So here is an example. They each have this Jamboard that's just been duplicated 8 times because I have 8 groups. And at the very bottom of each slide, it says group 1, group 2, all the way to group 8, so they know that they're on the right slide. And then I just put a little image from the scene that we actually read, stuck that there, and then here is the question. This question came from Study Sync, and the question says, with your group, discuss and respond to the following question. Reread paragraphs 18 and 19. What do Bruno's thoughts, actions, and dialogue reveal about his character? Use text evidence to support your answers. So each group has 4 members. Some have 5. So there was a 5th post-it note there. So I told them to just make a text box and respond in the text box. Some of them did not follow directions and just made a whole new sticky note, which is fine. And then I gave them, I think they ended up having about 10 to 12 minutes to respond. I had them go in the breakout rooms, discuss first to kind of bounce ideas off of each other, and then they were supposed to respond, and I gave them about, like I said, 12 minutes to get that done, pulled them out of the breakout groups, and then had them share. And then to wrap up class, I took this idea from Megan at Too Cool for Middle School. I hadn't thought of this before, but I think it's definitely a good idea. I just showed them a video that showed Jewish people pre-Holocaust, so they could see what their life was like, so that they could understand that Jewish people are more than the Holocaust, and that they were more than that prior to that, and they are clearly more than that after the fact. And then tomorrow I think I might show them a video that kind of shows them what Jewish people look and sound like and do today in modern times. So that was homeroom. Switch, we are catching up, so we're gonna do some of what I did with my homeroom class last week, just talking about character and dialogue and how we can use dialogue to help us make inferences about characters. So we're gonna do a vocabulary activity and then some Study Sync practice there. And they probably won't do this Jamboard until tomorrow, because that will more than likely take up all the time, because they also have to share their Padlet responses from last week. So that's my teaching for the day. I'm a little disappointed. It is March, and it's the first week of March, and this is when schools start talking about Read Across America. And in many schools and districts, Read Across America centers around Dr. Seuss. And if you have been following me on Instagram or other teachers on Instagram, quite honestly, you know that over the past few years it's come to light that we need to rethink what we focus on during Read Across America week, because Dr. Seuss has some pieces of work that are honestly quite offensive in terms of their depiction of different races, Black people, Asians, etc. And because of that, a lot of people have veered away from focusing so heavily or at all on Dr. Seuss during Read Across America week, and really transitioning into just diverse reads. Like, if we're really reading across America, and America is this country where diversity is supposed to be the hallmark of what we are, then shouldn't we be sharing books that are diverse and not really just from one person? A, because of the troubled past of that person, and B, because that is just one person representing one element of American culture in terms of race, ethnicity, and or culture. So I'm disappointed because we got an email from one of our district leaders that was like, not afforded, but like included resources from our county to help us celebrate Read Across America week, and it is just splattered with Dr. Seuss images, resources, books. They have other books in there, but it's mostly Dr. Seuss books. And I don't know if I've ever mentioned it. I have mentioned it to a couple of district representatives before. I know I've mentioned it to a librarian that I used to work with, so I did very respectfully respond and thanked them for sharing the resource, but just quickly asked, is the district considering, or really, has there been any talk at the county level or district level about other alternatives for Read Across America Week, given some of the work of Dr. Seuss in the past and the focus on just really looking at truly reading across America? And I linked an article for their reference. Will I get a response to that? I don't know, but I know that I did my part and I tried, and that probably won't be the last time that I mention it. So I will link the article. Hopefully I remember I just said that in the description box if you want to kind of read up on it. And before anybody says anything, I was just as devastated as the next person about Dr. Seuss. I grew up on Dr. Seuss. I loved me some Dr. Seuss. Up until a few years ago, I was sharing multiple Dr. Seuss books in my classroom, and now I choose not to because I don't want that energy in my class. I don't want to bring in anything or anyone that even dabbled in some of the stuff that he produced in his earlier years. So that's the choice that I'm making, and I hope more educators kind of do the same. But that's where I'm at. I need to start my switch class right now, but I just wanted to say good morning. It's Monday morning. I had to pull out the motivation in a mug cup because Monday mornings are a struggle. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm officially on the countdown. I'm on the countdown for spring break, honestly and clearly, but I'm really on the countdown for summer break because I am just in need of a break. So that's the honest truth of where I'm at in March. So kids are coming in. I will check in with you guys later. I just want to have a moment of honesty with you guys. It's 2:15 and I just finished a, what am I trying to say? I just finished an IEP about 15 minutes ago, and I literally feel like I'm on the brink of tears because I'm just like spent. I think I just have been teaching like this for so long, and I'm just so tired mentally that it's making me like physically tired, and I don't have time to be as tired as I am right now, if that makes any sense. And like I need to get things together for tomorrow, but I can't even like think straight. And I don't know what else I want to say. I just want to cry. Like I really, really am sitting here and thinking to myself, should I just take a pause and like go lay down and cry for a minute to get through this? Or do I just need to like suck it up? What is the problem? I feel like I'm going to cry at some point today because that's how overwhelmed I feel. And it's only Monday. It's only the beginning of the week. So, I don't even know what the point was of me saying that. I think just from a teacher's perspective, for anyone out there that is not a teacher, like what makes this teaching environment so exhausting is just like trying to fix everything for everybody and trying to be super understanding for everybody in everybody's situation, but not necessarily feeling like that is reciprocated. So we have, like, in my class, between the two, there's kids that are just not showing up to class, just not coming. And not, from what we know, based on the conversations we've had with parents, me and my partner teacher, not because there's something traumatic going on at home, but just because they just don't want to come. And it's easy for them not to in this virtual setting. And so my partner teacher was just talking to me about a conversation she had with a parent of one of our students, and the student just doesn't come to class. generally speaking. And if they do come to class, they may come the last 10 minutes of class or arrive like 40 minutes late. And the mom is just like overwhelmed. And so my partner teacher, she's newer, was like, well, you know, I agreed to meet with her and meet with the student on a regular basis to talk it through. And so she was asking me how I felt. And the honest truth is, like, I'm at my wit's end. Like, there comes a point with some students where meeting to talk about it really isn't going to solve the problem. Like, there's nothing that I'm going to offer in that meeting that I haven't already offered. Like, I've spoken to the student on a one-on-one basis. We've contacted parents. We've had the office contact parents. We're making notes. We're documenting. And I can't be at home with the student to make them get up and get to class. And the parents can't do it either because they work. And so I felt bad because I'm sure it sounded like to my partner teacher, she was very understanding that I just was giving up, but like, I don't have like the emotional and mental strength to be able to do that for as many students that require that right now. Plus, like, plan thoroughly thought out lesson plans and execute them and make sure everything is uploaded and posted, plus respond to all the emails, plus go to my IEPs, plus do the other things that people ask me to do, plus rest. Rest. And I'm just tired. And I'm just having one of those moments where I'm like, what else? What other kind of work could I do? What other job prospects do I have? Because I feel like I can't even like handle this at this moment. I'm not even counting down. I don't know if I said this earlier because my memory is missing. I'm not even counting down to spring break. Like, I really need summer break. I need a long break. I need a long break. So what I was going to do today was I was going to kind of talk a little bit more about like my finances as a single person, because I get paid on the 1st of the month and today is the 1st of the month, and just kind of incorporate some of that kind of content because some people have asked me about that over the years. But I don't have the energy to even do that. I don't even know if I'll get to paying my bills tonight because I need to make sure I'm ready for tomorrow. Like, I think I'm just frustrated right now because I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know if I need to like press through and keep working and suck it up, or if I need to go lay down, cry, take a nap, and like regroup. So all that to say, the best thing for me to do right now is to end this vlog for the day. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to say goodbye for the day. I'm so sorry that this isn't like uplifting and encouraging or inspiring, but it's just, I'm supposed to be documenting how I'm feeling each day as this year progresses. And on March 1st of 2021, what I'm feeling like is I just want to cry, and I don't know how to solve that feeling right now. So I know one thing that's going to help is for me to just kind of like detach and unwind and just get quiet, and that's what I'm going to do. So if you enjoyed this vlog, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, don't judge by this footage. Please subscribe. It's not always like this. Please subscribe. If you're not following me on Instagram, please make sure you head over there. If you have not heard anything or don't really know what I'm talking about in relationship to Dr. Seuss, but you would like to know more, make sure you check the description box where I will add the link. That's the other thing that stresses me. I don't know if you guys can hear her, but Genesis is very congested today, and so that makes me emotionally tired. But I will add that into the description box. And as always, I hope that you are well. And if you are not well, please be well. And I am working on doing that myself. So until tomorrow, I will see you guys tomorrow.